All right, it's IFL Draft time, and I'm joined by Mr. Ed Ritter.
What's up?
Just going to give everybody a heads up now. Ed's been having technical issues, so he may be in and out. Oh, wait a minute. Ed likes to be in and out, but maybe not here on the show.
Hey!
Wow, that went way out of bounds real quick. Started out early today. All right. So this is going to be real simple. I'm going to put the rules out there for everybody. Hopefully everybody's here to hear them, so I can only have to explain them once. I've actually explained them a couple times on the board already, but I'm going to give it out again. When making your selection, you send me the player, his position, and what tier. I do not need to know the amount of abilities just yet. If you know what you're going to do, then you can send that in. I don't care, but I just need the name, the position, and the tier. You have to do that to make the pick official. You have to submit all that. I'm going to let everybody know we're going to do this draft 3 rounds today. Trades can happen during the draft. It's going to be 90 seconds a pick. I got to get my trusty phone out here and start a timer in between each and every pick so I know nobody's going over the limits. We're going to be doing the same thing again on Sunday, so everybody's aware.
Cool.
So on Sunday at 6 o'clock again, same deal. Player, position, tier. As far as the abilities, I will need to know players' set abilities before we have the draft on Sunday. So whoever you pick today, I'll need those abilities before the draft goes live Sunday. Then when the draft's over on Sunday, I'll need those abilities by 6 o'clock Tuesday, because at 8 o'clock Tuesday night, free agency will start because there will be some teams without full rosters. And we're going to do the same thing we just did to the last free agent cycle. Highest bid will be awarded said players. They will be at 24-hour intervals. I'm letting you know that now. So I'm going to go from 8 o'clock Tuesday to 8 o'clock Wednesday. Highest bids on players, get those players. The bids will start again at 8 o'clock Wednesday into Thursday until all 16 teams are full with their 14 players, and that's how we're going to continue to do that. And then that's when we can have the fun, and we'll see how crazy people get with their player demands as far as equipment, numbers, and all that good stuff. So if you have any questions, don't feel free to message me and all that other good stuff. I know we've seen Alex, Mighty, Chisholm, TJ, Maurice. I know those guys had already talked in YouTube chat channel there. So, Ed, how are you feeling about this here draft?
I can't wait to get it going.
Mighty wants to know if anyone's having audio issues. I'm not sure why some people have been having audio issues recently with YouTube. That's insane.
I've noticed that the last couple shows we've done, different people had problems.
Yeah. And I'm a member of Pillar to Post Wrestling, where Pete Wall does the simulation wrestling league like we do here. He just uses the WWE video game. And if you guys haven't checked him out, Pillar to Post, got to give him a look. I'll get you the links if you need it. He's actually had audio issues as well with guys over there. So it's clearly got to be
with YouTube then.
So before we officially
clearly got to be YouTube.
Yeah. Before we officially put the Philadelphia flight on the clock.
All hell with it. Just put them on the clock. Let's go.
What is your take on the flight and where they should go with this pick?
Well, we already know where he's going. He's already announced it, so ain't no secret. But I wouldn't have went there. I think he could have waited. I think he should have went.
Thought he was going running.
I did too.
So, but yeah.
I really thought he was going to go because, I mean, hell, look at what he did last year.
Exactly.
I mean, he had a running game that was just – and then now, you and I talked about it. There's no running back right now.
Mm-hmm.
A guy that ran it like crazy last year has no running back on his team at this point in time.
Yeah, I found that a little interesting. I also want to let you guys know I plan on going into Weebly as the draft's going on, and I'm not deleting players. so you can keep track of their abilities and what have you. As long as my computer doesn't lag, which I've had that problem the last couple of days, I'm going to go in there, and what I'm going to do is make a player red. His font color will be red if he gets drafted. So you have to give me a moment between each pick, and I'll make the player red. So if you're the next guy on the board, you know who just got picked, so you ain't got to wait. You can actually submit your information. But the players that are going to be posting in red are already going to be off the board, so you're aware of that now to make things easier. So it's that simple. So that being said, I'm about to put Philadelphia on the clock so everybody's aware. And Ramos is not going to make it for this particular round of the draft. He wasn't sure if he could make it for the second or third, so I have his draft board, so I'm going to be able to make his pick for him right away as well. So Denver, you can get ready with your pick. That's Mr. Chisholm. So I'm going to do it officially. Philadelphia flight is on the clock. Oh, the pick's in. It's cornerback G.T. Williams, gold tier. So the Philadelphia flight have selected G.T. Williams, gold corner, and that puts the Tokyo Kitsune on the clock with the number 2 overall pick. And just like that, the pick is in, and they are taking as well a gold corner. So this is back-to-back cornerbacks, and Tokyo Kitsune is going to take Pharaoh Lago. Back-to-back gold corners. Didn't see that coming, but there it is.
Nope.
And with that being said, Denver Yeti, you're on the clock, 90 seconds. So when you look at Denver's build, they can go anywhere. So we can sit here and guess all damn day, or we can just wait for the pick.
Like I said, he could go. I mean, got unlimited options on where he could go.
Right.
I was looking at it today trying to figure out where is he going. And honestly, I have no clue.
Yeah. And my mind says defense because he's a defensive-minded coach, but who knows? And again, you guys, you can message me anywhere with your pick. Email it. Just let me know how you're sending it to me. Most guys are going to send it to me through Slack, which is great. So that's good. Makes it real easy. Looks like we have the pick in. Let's check here right now. I'm going to send I just sent Mighty the draft board again, just in case he didn't have it. I know he was somebody I forgot to send it to. All right. Okay. Well, again, in shock because this is not what I suspected. The Denver Yeti are going to go gold quarterback with Corey Linton. Wow. I didn't see that one coming.
What is it?
Corey Linton, the gold quarterback.
Gold quarterback?
Yep. He just went. He's next to the bottom for those who don't know where he is on the draft board there.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
Quarterback. Corey Linton. Writing it down on my draft board here. Wow, Corey Linton. You like his build.
Gold, huh?
I have to admit. 6'5", 224-pound quarterback. Pocket presence, quick release, cadence, fourth quarter comeback, clutch, rocket arm. You could go almost anywhere with them options. So be very curious to see what he does with him. And he's put him at the gold tier. All right, so we can just move right along. And we're going to go to the next team on the clock, and it is the defending IFL champions who trade up for this pick. Gave away their entire draft pick to the Stallions to get to this spot. I'm still shocked at that move. So, Arizona Outlaws, you are on the clock. We'll see where they go. So, what do you think Outlaws are going to do? They have their same team back from last year. We've mentioned this a couple times. Other than Mario Savage going from silver to gold, they have the exact same team, exact same build. The only thing they're missing is the third wide receiver and the second free safety. Do they fill one of those spots again with this pick?
It's a good question. They might go a total different direction and try something new this time. Who knows?
Right. So I'm very curious as to where this pick will be. Pick is in. And this is obviously a copper because it's all they have left. So we already know that part. All right. The Arizona Outlaws went a completely different direction. Nothing's going to be normal here today, ladies and gentlemen. The Arizona Outlaws have made their pick, and it will be Copper Husky House, defensive tackle. I didn't expect that one at all. Husky House off the board.
Doing the radio show. Don't care.
And Husky House off the board to the Outlaws.
Husky House. Wow.
That was an interesting name when I saw that one. And he's a big boy. 6'6", 352. Club, swim, leadership bonus, pass rush bonus, stamina, reach tackle. Not a bad build on the guy either. All right. I know Maurice has been itching for this because this is his first one. So, Maurice Spurgeon and the Nashville Nightmares, you are on the clock. All right. Chris Davis is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very curious as where Maurice will go. I mean, he's had an expansion draft, so he's got some experience doing this. But now, this is the rookies. These are the we don't know what they're capable of yet players. It can make or break your team, I think. It's very busy over there doing something.
Just listening, checking stuff out, texting Bo, trying to figure out what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see what we got here. I think I just got the alert. I could be wrong. I'm going to completely butcher this, and I completely apologize now because I've been trying to figure this out since the name came across my board. But the Nashville Nightmares have made their selection, and they're going gold quarterback. This is the man who throws the football, if you guys can't understand my speech. Mohamed Oljawani. Mohamed, I can't say his name right. I know when I was talking to Chisholm the other day, he said it as if it was no easier than breathing, and I felt like a dumb shit. And the way he said it, I was like, oh, that's how you say that. It made sense, and now I can't figure out how to say it again. But you guys know who he is. He's Mohamed Mojamali or whatever. 15 on our Slack. 6'4", 225-pound quarterback. Quick release, rocket arm, fourth quarter comeback pass threat, laser arm, tough as nails. You can make an interesting build with him as well. So it's going to be an interesting situation for him, I believe. So that being said, we now have on the clock the New York Cobras, who traded down from the second spot to this pick in a deal with Tokyo, which allowed them to get Farrell to go, and they ended up getting a Carolina Gazette. Tokyo trades cornerback C.J. Coach just to take a corner at the 2 spot. So that's interesting. We will have to see where the Cobras go with this pick. But Mr. Taco and the New York Cobras, you are on the clock. Well, they're going to get an extra 5 seconds. I forgot to hit the clock. So we're going to have to see where he goes. I'm very curious as to where Taco takes this player because he's one of the most off-the-wall people we've got. That's no offense. I say that with determined endearment. And see what he picks. where he picks and where he takes him, and we'll see. What's your gut tell you? Where's he going with this pick?
I'm not even going to try to guess where he's going.
That's about it.
We all know it. We all know he's insane.
I need to tell everybody while we wait, Mick Morris, at Mick Morris on Slack, which was Jarrett Bradenshaw. His account somehow got screwed up. He created a new one. I forget his new Slack name, but I'll let you guys know when I get the hold of it and send it to you. So, yeah. My apologies for that. All right, Taco, what are you doing? Waiting on Taco to make his pick. Okay, pick is in, I think. Yes, pick is in. Thought it was just him who sent me the message. So I can stop this. Okay, it took you a minute and 23 seconds. All right, where's he at? I'm trying to find him on the board before I make the announcement so I can get him ready to go. All right, here we go. The New York Cobras, the last guy on the list. No wonder I couldn't find him right there. They are selecting at, is that right? Okay. At copper, oh, no, I'm sorry, bronze. I don't know why I said copper. At bronze, free safety, Vinny Graves. Free safety, Vinny Graves. He's the last safety on the list. He's making him a bronze. See, it's interesting because there's some, like, everybody's picked the gold player except for the Outlaws. All they have left is copper. You look at the Cobras, he still has one gold spot, and yet he takes a bronze player. This is what we're talking about, how this man is nuts. I don't even know what to think of that, but okay. So Vinny Graves is off the board, and here I made him red and forgot to save it. Okay. All right. No.
Green Bay.
Yes, the Green Bay Grizzlies with Thomas W. Goodhart. You are on the clock. Okay. That didn't take very long. He's already messaged me. He was waiting.
Okay.
I just got to find him. Just got to find him on the board. Last guy on the board here, too. Okay. Little guy, in my opinion. Interesting. Okay. The Green Bay Grizzlies are taking at silver quarterback Shad Power. He's the last quarterback on the board for those of you keeping track. Quarterback Shad Power at silver. All right. Gotta like that pick. I like the name Shad Power. Okay. So that means you and Mr. Bo Davis and the Boston Liberty are now on the clock. I'm assuming Bo's sending the pick since you're doing the call.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Boston Liberty is officially on the clock. Posted in the chat. The draft is moving quickly. Mighty's happy his board is still intact. Okay. I believe we've had the pick, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Pick is definitely in. Going to go find him on the board so I can remove him. Okay. Okay. The Boston Liberty have selected with the 8th overall pick in the first round a silver quarterback in Emery Callahan. Quarterback Emery Callahan. Update the draft board with that pick. Emery Callahan is actually one of my more favorite builds, I believe, in the draft. So I actually like that pick. Not a bad pick there, Ed. So who was behind that pick, or was it a joint decision?
No, that was a joint decision. We went back and forth on a couple things, and then we decided that was where we wanted to go.
Well, I think it's a good pick. I think most people would agree with him. I mean, he's got a nice build. So yeah. Okay, back to the draft board. Chicago Assassins are on the board. This is a team that's already got 2 gold wide receivers. So they have 1 gold player left, 1 silver, 3 bronze, 3 copper. So they can go almost anywhere here. So Capone Triplets and the Chicago Assassins, you are on the clock. A lot of quarterbacks going in the first round. That doesn't shock me.
Nope, not at all. Excuse me, damn it.
Okay, let's see. That picks in just like that.
Nice.
Okay. All right. The Chicago Assassins are taking a gold quarterback in Johnny LaRusso. Quarterback Johnny LaRusso, ladies and gentlemen, for the Chicago Assassins. Wow. Okay. Update my board here. Make sure I have everybody right. Everybody taken care of.
It's on the website, Mark.
What's that?
Chisholm just asked if you're keeping a list of who's picked. Yeah, it's on the website, and he made them red.
Yeah, as guys get
to go to the rookie board on the website. If they've been, yep. So yeah, just go to the website, look up the rookie board, and anybody that's in red, those are the guys that are gone.
Yes. Yep. I figured it'd be the easiest way to do it. This way we don't lose track of anybody's heights, weights, ability options, so you guys have a place to go and still look for everything. And then this way, teams also will know then come day 2, if the guys are in red, you can't pick them because I'm going to leave them there. And then when we hit free agency, again, anybody who's in red's not available. You can only try and sign the guys that are still in black text and font. So, yeah. All right, Philadelphia Flight is on the clock, and he was already waiting. He had already sent it to me, so I can immediately jump to him. I just want to bring it up.
Go ahead.
His pick is funny. He goes, pick is in, and he says, I am taking silver outside linebacker Sean Fuller. I'll see you in the 4th round. So, outside linebacker Sean Fuller, who will be a silver. Still no running back.
That's crazy.
I'm stunned by this right now. I have to say I'm totally stunned by this because I thought for sure he'd been taking a running back quick and early. Unless there's quite a few running backs there to fit his need, and he's willing to risk one's going to be there, which could be wise. If there's a couple linebackers and there's only very limited what you can take, I can get it. So outside linebacker Sean Fuller. And I do want to say this because I did forget to say this on the air. If for some reason we fail and not have enough players at a certain position for everybody, to draft. To draft. I'm saying that again, to draft. And we run out of position. So let's just say, for example, there's no free safeties left and you wanted to draft one. I will give you guys the right to create a guy and send it to me. So when you send it to me, you will send me his name, his height, his weight, his 6 abilities, and the position in the whole 9 yards. And then we'll figure out which abilities you're going to use once you get them taken care of. So I'm hoping we dotted our I's and crossed our T's on that, but you never know where people are going to draft, and you never know how many people are enough or not. So it is what it is. So going on to the 11th pick of the first round, San Diego Bulldogs, you are on the clock. This is my son making his pick. And
I see Alex says, what is Chris doing?
I'm assuming he's got a plan. That's all I can say. He's got to have a plan.
Hope so. Oh, he said taking running backs in round 1 is cursed. Okay.
It ain't the NFL. Bulldogs picks in.
All righty.
All right. I thought he was going to take a little longer than that.
Where's young Mr. Bose going?
And it happens again, ladies and gentlemen. You know what that means? We just had another gold quarterback taken. The San Diego Bulldogs are going to take gold quarterback Dylan Harp. Gold quarterback Dylan Harp, which will put the Atlanta Rhinos on the clock. So DW6 Killer and the Atlanta Rhinos, you are on the clock. Okay, just like that, my thing went off. Is that him already?
Gotta love it.
Yes, it
Guys,
is.
we're ready, man. This is great.
Oh, yes, it is. Okay, let me mark this down real quick, and then I can make the announcement. This is great. I wish I had, like, software where I could type everything up and be, like, all professional and shit, but I don't care. As long as we're having a ball.
Oh, it seems like everybody's having fun.
Okay, now let me double-check the tier. Just double-checking the tier. Make sure I wrote it and have it down here, right? Yes, that's the tier. Okay.
All righty.
Well,
wait and see what he does here.
Davis's scenario just went out the window because DW6 Killer and the Atlanta Rhinos have just selected gold running back Booger Lynch.
God, I love that name.
Booger Lynch. I honestly thought he'd have went a lot sooner, to be honest. He goes all the way to the 12th pick. Booger Lynch, gold running back to the Rhinos. So that means Matthew Soper and the Winnipeg Crusaders are on the clock. And do remember, if you guys don't get a pick in within 90 seconds, you forfeit it, and we move on. It's just another player to have to pick up in free agency. Oh, I can see they're typing right now. Because Soper's having his coordinator, Mr. Skins fan. For those of you not in the know, is David Yanez. So he'll be making the selection for them today. Let me find him on the board. Pick is in. All right, there it is. Okay. Got to make him red. Okay. And let me double check the tier. Okay. That's that one. All right. like a cornerback, quarterback heavy round here. So the Winnipeg Crusaders are taking cornerback. That's a corner at bronze. Daniel Yanez. So I believe that's the son of David. If he can send me a message somewhere, let me know wherever it may be. Let us know if I'm not right or wrong on that. But I believe it's David Yanez and Daniel Yanez, father and son, Daniel being the son. I also want to let everybody know something completely has nothing to do with the IFL. I'm trying to advertise this league with another game that I play called Wrestler Unstoppable, which is WU for short. I have things over there called corporations, which is companies that you can run and get wrestlers in and do all that. I'm giving one away tonight for people who wanted to join us and enjoy our draft. So they have 2 code words they're going to be listening for tonight, and the first person to respond to me with the code words will win this corporation I put up on the block. So WU, listen up. Your first code word is monkey ass. All right, moving on. It's like, what did you use? Monkey ass? All right. Gotta forgive me. I gotta make it fun. You know that.
Well, it kind of goes with the whole wrestling thing. So
this is kind of true. Okay, let's get the show back on the road, and we'll get to the next particular situation. And it is real simple. Dallas Wranglers, you are on the clock.
Where will they go? Where will they go?
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had a better computer so I could have 10,000 things up here so I can just flip back and forth. But if I do, I'm afraid I'm going to get knocked off again, so that's not fun.
I got the pick. How fitting. How fitting, ladies and gentlemen. The Dallas Wranglers will select with the 14th overall pick, gold wide receiver Dallas Whitaker. So Dallas Whitaker goes to the Dallas Wranglers.
That's funny.
I'm just curious. Did he pick him because of the name, or did he legitimately like the build? Either way, with the 15th pick, Baltimore Bulls, you are now on the clock. Yeah, that's interesting. Wow. He was right on the ball, too. I didn't even get a chance to update Whitaker, and I already got the message from him. I love it. So I might as well just do both at once.
Yeah?
Yep. Okay. Just got to double check the tier. I'll type it up real quick and then let everybody know. Okay. The Baltimore Bulls will select wide receiver at gold tier, Billy Blackburn. Billy Blackburn, gold wide receiver. And for the record, I did get Baltimore's roster a little wrong when I had posted it for everybody to see the other week. Mighty made sure he pointed it out to me. I got it corrected on my end. So, yes, they had room for this player. Never did release the correction, so that was on me. I'll have to get to that then. Okay. The 16th pick. This was the pick that was traded by the Outlaws to move up to number 4, and it goes to the Tampa Bay Stallions. So Jax Diamond and the Tampa Bay Stallions, you are on the clock.
There's another team. Where are they going to go?
Yeah. He can go all over the place. He's only got 5 people. Yeah, he's only got 5 players: a tight end, strong safety, wide receiver, corner, and outside linebacker. So he can go virtually anywhere with this pick. Okay, picks in. So that's good. That was quick. All right. Tampa Bay Stallions are going to go with a gold free safety in Mike Blake, which is one of my favorite Slack names. That's Silver Goose. I think it's Silver Goose who has him. Yes, Silver Goose. So that's the first round, just like that. 39 minutes.
There we go.
39 minutes, and I suspected this draft was going to last about an hour and a half, and we spent 15 minutes introing, so that wasn't very long at all.
Nope.
We're not going to waste any time and do it right now. And with their first pick in this draft, finally, the Detroit Hawks are on the board. It's their selection, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Alex Daw. Round 2 begins. He's another team that could go anywhere. I was trying to make predictions on some of these teams, and I realized with some of them, I might as well just not even bother because they have too many options.
Oh, yeah, there's just too many.
Remember, Alex will need the player, his position, and his tier before your 90 seconds is up. Avoid some of this dead air and have a conversation. I was trying to see if I could get some music playing in the background earlier, but it wasn't working right.
Right.
All right, his pick is in. Let's see what we got here. Got to go find the guy on the board so I can make the announcement. Not the pick I thought he was going to make, but that has been the case all friggin' night so far. I really don't think there's been one pick that I suspected yet. So you got to love this. All right, where's he at? I just passed him. All right. The Detroit, I don't know why I almost said Atlanta. The Detroit Hawks have selected at silver inside linebacker Larry Colvin. Inside linebacker Larry Colvin. I didn't suspect him to go there. I didn't even know he was interested in that player. I guess that's what makes it interesting, right?
Yep. Sure does.
All right. So let me make sure I got this all set up now. Yes, I do. Okay. That means the New York Cobras, you are on the clock. So now, in the first round, the Cobras, as you saw, took the bronze free safety and Vinny Graves. Where does he go this one?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I mean, what is he going to do, ladies and gentlemen? This is what's great.
This is Taco we're talking about.
Yes, this is the Taco Man. We'll find out.
Heck yeah.
So all we can do is sit here and wait. Taco, you're probably over there like, well, I didn't know.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I'm picking on Taco again. All right, Taco, you're down to 45 seconds.
Wow, Alex said that the pick he made was he says he has been at the top of my list for a while now. All righty.
Okay. Okay, Taco's pick is in. Yeah, it's always good when you have a guy at the top of your list. You know, it's exactly what you want.
All right, where's New York going?
Finding him so I can make him red. Makes it easier for everybody. I think.
Yeah. I agree. It'd be a lot easier. Remember, everybody, if you're listening to this, to find the rookie draft board website. Click on more, and it's right there.
Yeah, for some of you, you might not even need to click more. I don't know. Okay. I had to find him. Now I got him. Just going to type it down so I don't forget it and lose it. And this is what I thought we were going to see in the first round. All right. The New York Cobras, with the second pick in the second round, which would be the 18th overall pick, are going to go with a gold quarterback. And they are taking Joel Lewis. Quarterback Joel Lewis. All right. Denver Yeti, you are on the clock.
And since he's up next, I'll say this just to be nice. You know, I know we don't like talking about that other place, but congratulations to Mr. Chisholm for his Coach of the Year award over there.
Yes.
So, yeah, now let's see if he can get the job done over here.
Okay.
Oh, you're welcome, Mark. Oh, excuse me, got a cough again. Damn it. He says it's in. The pick is in. Where is Denver going?
So to recap, the Yeti went with a gold quarterback in the first round. And they've come back with another gold player in this round. And they're going to go with gold running back Chad Brock. So they get themselves a guy to throw the ball and now a guy to run the ball, both at the gold tier.
Yeah.
So the Yeti, a team run and owned now by a defensive-minded coach, has just now scooped up 2 gold players on the offensive side of the ball. So that's interesting. But we move on.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay Stallions, you are on the clock.
Davis says he's fucking Mike Mayock. Mayock sucks. So does Mel Kiper. They're both idiots.
Okay, Stallions pick is in, ladies and gentlemen. The Stallions are taking gold quarterback Joe Britton. Quarterback Joe Britton off the board. That means the Nashville Nightmares, you are on the clock. And that means I got to go over here and check Ramos's board and see who's available for him. Because I got a draft board from him.
Yeah, he goes next.
Okay. All right, that'll be easy. Because I don't think he hasn't been selected. So wow. His second choice for the second round is still there. Wow, you just sound like you were off in the distance.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, I can hear you now.
There, I had the. How about now? Now can you hear me?
Nope.
Had the mic up on. I put the mic up and I forgot to put it back down.
on top of your head, was it?
Yeah.
Pick is in for the Nashville Nightmares.
And I'll tell everybody this, before you announce that.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of a weird night because, it's Friday night. And usually I go to high school football.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't go tonight. Me and the boys stayed home, and my wife and our 2 daughters went to the game. Ain't that something?
Yeah, that's definitely different. All right. Nashville Nightmares are taking silver wide receiver Charlie Montana. Silver wide receiver Charlie Montana.
Nice. Where's my list of...
And as I said, I can tell you Kitsune's pick here in 1 second. You're just writing it down. And he has his guy available. He's going to be stoked about this. He didn't think he'd get his first 2 guys for sure. But he did. And the Tokyo Kitsune will take, at the gold tier, a running back, Jazz Vanderboom. Jazz Vanderboom.
Running back, right?
Yes.
Wow. Gold.
Gold. Yes.
Gold running back.
Yep.
That's different for Ramos.
Mm-hmm. All right. Green Bay Grizzlies, you are on the clock. Green Bay Grizzlies are off the clock. He was ready. He sent me already.
Sent it in already.
Uh-huh. All right. Green Bay Grizzlies will go with a silver running back in Kenny Cleveland. Silver running back Kenny Cleveland goes to the Green Bay Grizzlies. With the 8th pick in the second round, Boston Liberty, you are now on the clock. Was this another joint decision between you and Mr. Davis?
Oh, no, this one's mine.
Oh, this one's yours? This one's yours. I'm thinking it's got to be a defensive player. Oh, he's sending it to me right now. Did you have to twist his arm on this one?
Oh, no, it was I'm getting this or else.
He twisted his arm then. You give me what the hell I want. I'll break it. Okay. I'm going to find him now so I can copy him, make him red, put him on the board. All right, the Boston Liberty are taking gold. Is that correct? Gold?
Yes, sir.
Outside linebacker, Alvin Cotton. And I think my family's coming in the door. So you have to bear with any noise you may hear.
Heck yeah.
Okay. Chicago Assassins are on the clock. Okay, Chicago Assassins are on the clock. Well, didn't know if I said it, so I made sure I repeated it.
Okay. So the Assassins are on, huh?
Yes.
I always thought that was funny. For the first time I ever learned a word and read it, just how it's spelled and how it's, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely different. All right. We have the pick. Okay. Okay, Chicago Assassins are taking silver cornerback Reggie Cunningham. Silver corner Reggie Cunningham. That means Detroit Hawks, you are now on the board. On the board, on the clock. It's got the sniffles.
It's crazy.
Oh, boy.
All right, so 1, 2, 3. That's 4 taken. If I read that right, so 1, 2, 3. 4 corners have been drafted so far in these 2 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 quarterbacks have been taken in the first 2 rounds.
Wow. Alex typing in his pick right now.
Nice. 1 defensive tackle. 2 free safeties. 2 outside linebackers, an inside linebacker. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 wide receivers. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what he had to say. Alex, I'll get that stuff from you then. Hey, Hawks, who you picking? Under 15 seconds. I thought he was sending me his pick and said he was sending me something about abilities that I don't need right now. Okay, he's typing. I'll let him finish typing this up so then I know. Was it Chicago? San Diego Bulldogs, I believe, are next up on the clock. So they can actually find who they want a while if they want. Okay. He has made his selection. Now I'm just going to find him so I can shade him in. Okay. This is a big boy coming off the board. Wow. Silver? Yes. Now you guys at least know it's silver. Okay, the Detroit Hawks have taken Steve Liston, silver tight end. That's a 6'6", 270-pound tight end. Bulldogs.
A big boy.
Yeah, Bulldogs, you are now on the clock.
Now let's see where they went. They'll go, because with their first pick, they took Dylan Harp, gold quarterback. Where does San Diego go now?
Yes, where do they go? Okay, their pick is already in, I believe. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, the pick's definitely in. I just got to look at it. Okay. They're going strong safety, gold tier, River Scott. So it's gold strong safety, River Scott. Atlanta Rhinos, you're on the clock. Never mind. The Atlanta Rhinos are already off the clock. He was ready. Okay. You guys are cracking me up. Okay, that was easy enough. The Atlanta Rhinos are taking gold cornerback Johnny Blades III. Gold quarterback Johnny Blades III. Winnipeg Crusaders, you are on the clock.
There he is, gold corner. Johnny Blades.
Okay, that was rather quick. Here we go. Winnipeg, Dallas, Baltimore, Tampa Bay to finish out this round. So where does Winnipeg go? Because they went bronze corner in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
See where they go in the second round. Okay, we have the pick. I just have to find him. Okay, and double check the tier. It's not too talkative tonight. All right. The Winnipeg Crusaders have selected bronze free safety, John Freeman.
All right, so they went bronze corner and now bronze free safety.
Mm-hmm. That they did. Okay. Bronze free safety, bronze corner, correct. Okay, let me make sure Mr. Freeman is in red. Okay, update that. All right. Dallas Wranglers, you are on the clock. Let's see where the Dallas Wranglers go. Again, they could go almost anywhere right now, too.
They went with the wide receiver, Dallas Whitaker. Made him a gold.
Okay, pick is in. I'm just gonna write it down, like I've been doing. All right, they come back in this round and take yet another gold player. And this time they are taking gold strong safety, Dylan McGregor. Dallas Wranglers taking Dylan McGregor, gold strong safety. Baltimore Bulls, you are on the clock. And he wasted absolutely no time messaging me. Okay. Well, let me find him. Oh, let's see. There he is. Make him red in color. All right. Double check the tier. I'll be able to announce the pick. Okay. They are selecting at bronze, the bronze tier, defensive end Horatio Albert. Bronze tier, defensive end Horatio Albert. And Mighty was sure to leave me a note, which is within the rules. And the reason why this is within the rules is because we permitted this. And he's taking advantage of it. He has moved. They're going to be for those of you who are going to question it. This way, people who are going to question it and wonder it when they see this. Remember, we can move players from spot to spot as long as it's within reason. Defensive ends to outside linebacker and vice versa makes sense to me. So they like that build, but not for a defensive end. They want to move him to linebacker. That's within their right. So defensive end Horatio Albert Bronze will move to the outside linebacker spot. That's an interesting move. I'm curious as to why they wanted to move him there.
Good question.
Tampa Bay Stallions, you're on the clock. A lot of noise outside my house. It's insanity. Okay. I think we got the pick in already from the Stallions.
Wow.
We do. Okay. They are taking. Go ahead, tell her. Gives me
Our
time.
First pick was a gold free safety, Mike Blake.
I don't know why that made me chuckle, but it did, considering who they just picked again. They took silver wide receiver Mike Speed. So they got Mike Blake and Mike Speed. So we got Eminem here, Mike and Mike. Maybe we can get on the show tomorrow. Well, it'll be Monday. Hey, we have a Mike and Mike with the stout. Okay, I'm really bugging out right now.
Okay, now you're losing it.
Yeah, what else is new? Okay. Now we are on to the third and final round of the day. All right. And the Detroit Hawks, they are on the clock.
There it is. Start of round 3.
It's interesting what we're seeing take place here today.
Mm-hmm.
It's Been an interesting night. So Mr. Alex Dar and the Hawks make another pick here, and then they have another pick again. Because they pick first and 10th. So we're down to the last 16 picks of the day.
Nice. Well, their first pick, they took an inside linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
Made him a silver.
Yes.
Where do they go here?
Well, remember they have a silver tight end as well.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, they got a silver tight end. Yep. So with their first 2 picks, they went silver.
Indeed.
Very interesting. Yes, TJ, it is. I'd agree. Draft rolling along swiftly and smoothly. I like it.
Yeah, we sound like a bunch of amateurs, but we're having a blast.
Hey, it doesn't have to be professional.
Nope.
We're not a professional league. We're not getting paid for this. We're just having fun.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter.
See,
Mr. Davis had posted earlier. He was hoping you go ahead and do the round 4 tonight.
yeah. I'm going to have to get in touch with Alex as far as his draft goes following this, because I just now took notice to it. We'll have to correct this later. But you're permitted 4 silver players on your draft, on your build. He had already had 4 coming into the draft, and he's now put 2 guys at the silver tier. So I'm assuming he's been meaning to put these guys at bronze, but we shall see.
Okay.
Because he just put silver along this guy's name as well. So I expected we'd run into this with someone or another just because this is new for people.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yes, he's been meaning to say bronze for these players. Okay.
All right, so everything is bronze now?
Yes. All right, with this player, he is taking at bronze strong safety Shark Harris. One of the more unique names. One of the more interesting names.
Yeah, that was very interesting.
Yeah. Okay. New York Cobras, you were on the clock. Didn't waste no time. I just told him he's on the damn clock.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. They took free safety. And they took, on the first round, they took a bronze free safety. Second round, they took a gold quarterback.
Yeah. Okay, their pick's in. I have to write this down.
Where does Crazy Taco go?
By the way, I got a note from Mr. Alex that he wanted to move Mr. Shark Harris from strong to free safety. Okay. The New York Cobras are selecting at silver running back Theo Flood. Theo Flood is 5'6", ladies and gentlemen. So that's a small player. A 5'6" running back. I would have been afraid of that because of durability. So, but we shall see. Okay. Denver Yeti, you were on the clock.
Denver, with their first pick, went gold quarterback. Then they come around their second pick and went gold running back.
Yeah, there's a seconds. I think he's out of gold now, though.
I'm not sure off the top of my head. It's in. The pick is in.
Yes. Checking it in just a second. Okay. Where's he at? There he goes. There we go. All right. Gotta go find him. This doesn't surprise me that he went this route. It's a very solid build. I think it's one of the more solid builds at the position. And he will put him there. Okay.
He says no, he's not out of gold.
Denver Yeti are selecting at silver defensive tackle PJ Stormfelts. Defensive tackle PJ Stormfelts. It's a good, solid player, I think. All right, that means the Stallions are on the clock. Okay, the Stallions wasted no time. Ed, hold down for it.
Alrighty. All right. Well, while he's dealing with stuff, Tampa Bay is on the clock. They took free safety Mike Blake, made him a gold. Then they turned around and took Joe Britton, gold quarterback, and then silver wide receiver Mike Speed. So where do they go next? Should be interesting. I have no clue, to be honest with you. Anybody want to take a guess? Go ahead and put it there in the chat. And once again, I'd like to thank everybody for being here. Sunday. I believe the rest of the draft will be on Sunday. Probably about the same time, about 6 o'clock.
Yes, I'm back, kind of, sort of. Yes, 6 o'clock Sunday, Eastern, again. And Maurice wasted no time. He sent me his pick before I even told him he's on the clock, so I have the next 2 picks. I just wrote them both down and marked them off. So
Sweet.
We have the next 2 picks. At number 4, Tampa Bay Stallions took inside linebacker Moose Marshall at silver. So that's a silver inside linebacker, Moose Marshall. And then the Nashville Nightmares come back with another Marshall and take silver cornerback Marshall Flores. So again, that's inside linebacker Moose Marshall at silver for the Stallions and silver corner Marshall Flores for the Nightmares. That leads us to the Tokyo Kitsune.
You should have that pick.
Yeah, I'm going to go check it now, but he's on the clock while I am looking. Grizzlies, you can prepare your pick. So if he gets his pick prepared real quick, he'll know who he wants.
Alrighty. Where is Ramos going to go now? He took a gold corner and then come back with a gold running back, which is very unusual for him.
I'm marking off 2 picks at the same time because the Grizzlies did send me their pick. So just bear with me and hold it down.
Cool. Very, very interesting. Pardon me. Man, this cough's going to kill me. Well, for everybody that's listening, and if you want to chime in the chat, what do you think of the draft so far? Love to find out what everybody's thinking. Besides the fact that we all know it's going smooth and it's going pretty good. What? Did anybody take something you didn't think they would, or not take something that you thought they would? Oh man. Alrighty. Still waiting for Dougie to get back here.
Just double confirming Ramos's tier for his player because I forgot to write it down. So I had to get in here and look at it. Okay, where's he at? There it is. I did have it right. Yeah.
Well, they say the mind's the first thing to go.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you're old.
Okay. The Grizzlies also sent me his pick as I asked him to do, so I wrote them both down. So that was good. At number 6 pick, the Tokyo Kitsune are taking silver strong safety Ron Smith. That's silver strong safety Ron Smith. And at the number 7 spot, the Green Bay Grizzlies are taking bronze wide receiver Connor Justice.
Who?
What'd you say?
What'd you say? Bronze wide receiver. What?
Connor Justice.
Okay, because the Connor didn't come out. It just didn't sound like you said Justice.
Yeah, Connor Justice is 5'10", 182. Not the smallest wide receiver. I think that belongs to Alfonso Montgomery. I think it's 5'9", 171. So I've updated that. That means the Liberty are on the clock.
Alrighty. All right, Dougie.
Yeah.
Davis asked you to check Slack when you have time.
Yeah, I'll send him all the information he needs once the draft is done.
And as far as Crypto Zoo Mauler, it would be nice if we could see what you can see. We really don't see anything, nothing on the screen. But if you want to see like the rookie roster, the rookie board, sorry, it's at the website.
Yes, iflzone.weebly.com. iflzone.weebly. That's weebly.com. And the draft board's on there and our links. So some people it falls under the more category. You just click more and then there's a drop down window of more links. So yeah, Chicago Assassins, you can get your pick ready. I got Liberty's pick. So technically the Assassins are on the clock, but I can't announce it until I make this pick official. Okay, the Boston Liberty are taking silver wide receiver Hunter Breeden. Hunter Breeden, by the way, is from Wrestler Unstoppable, which is where Crypto's from. So that's cool. As we're talking about crypto, nice. Boston ends up taking a Wrestler Unstoppable guy. So that's kind of cool. Okay, Assassin's pick is in. You guys apparently didn't take what he wanted, so that's cool. Hawks, you can get your pick together. You are going to be next on the clock as soon as I write down the Chicago Assassins information. Okay, wow, I didn't expect this pick. Chicago Assassins. All right.
Before you announce that, it's 140, right? The cap is now 140.
Yes, 140 million.
140 million, TJ.
Okay, the Chicago Assassins are taking at copper, fullback Adam Houston. Wow. I didn't expect the fullback to go that early, if at all. Okay.
No, guys, the salary cap went up to 140.
There you go. Spec Boo's very stunned today. A copper fullback in round 3. Okay. I must admit, of all the fullbacks, he was my favorite build. So I will throw that out there as if my opinion matters. But Detroit Hawks, you were on the clock. San Diego Bulldogs, you can start figuring out your pick.
Yeah, because we voted on that to change it, and it got changed to 140.
Yes.
All right, what will Detroit do? As they have taken an inside linebacker, a tight end, a free safety. Where do they go now?
Remember, guys, as I said earlier, we didn't need your abilities and what you're putting on these guys, but we will need them before the draft starts Sunday night so we can update your salary cap situation for you on our end. I'm sure you already have it. So we're down to 15 seconds for the Hawks, who are currently on the clock.
Marshawn got a 1-game suspension.
Who gives a shit? I wish he was suspended for life. Hey, you know,
he's on your team, and you want him suspended. You want him suspended for life.
You know as well as I do. When he was rumored to be coming to us, what was my reaction? What'd I say?
You were excited, but at the same time, you weren't sure.
Right, and then I also said I could give a shit because at the time we still had Latavius, and I was a big fan of his. So I said that means he's gonna go. Which to me meant we still didn't need him because I knew we had DeAndre Washington and Jalen Richard. I'd have much rather had someone else.
Yes, but I'm just looking at. Yeah, battering ram has been banned.
Yeah, some of the guys might still have it. I tried to get most of them, but that's banned on gold running backs. And for those who don't remember, go to the website. That's where the draft board is. If a guy is in red, he has been selected. This way you don't have to ask me who is or isn't selected and things like that. All you got to do is look. I've been trying my best to keep it updated. I think I've been staying on top of it pretty good because I am writing down who's picked who, what tier, all this other stuff. Wow. Did I just read that pick right? This has been a night of, oh, crap, stuns.
Okay.
I'm double checking what I just got. Yes, this is Detroit.
Okay.
Detroit did make this pick. Okay. Let me double check the tier. Okay. Well, yeah, Alex, I need the tier, buddy. Knew I didn't see something right. All right, he's made a copper selection. I'll give you that a while. At copper, he's taking kicker or punter, because he's going to do both, Eric Cooper. Okay.
Alrighty.
Cooper goes copper. Okay, Bulldogs were ready. His pick didn't get taken, so he's already sent it to me. So give me a chance to write that down. I can announce it. That's awesome. I love when guys run the ball. This is good. I've trained him well.
Righty then.
Okay, let me make sure I have him in red so I can mark him off. This is what position? Yes, I had the right position. Man, I'm all over the place here.
I bet.
Can't think heads or tails or anything. All right. The Bulldogs are taking cornerback at the silver tier, Angel Thomas. Cornerback Angel Thomas, silver tier. That means Atlanta Rhinos. You are on the clock. And all kinds of messages and questions. I love it.
Sweet. I love it.
And just for the record,
Gotta love it.
This is round 3, so we have compensatory picks in this round. So guys know. New York, Tampa Bay, Tokyo, and Arizona all have a compensatory pick in this round from either losing a player to a coaching position or retirement. So, and players that got guys in the third round were gold players that were lost. So people knew that. Like New York, they lost King Cannon. That's how he got this pick. Tampa Bay lost Goodhart, and so on and so forth. Tokyo, I might as well just announce them. Tokyo lost Kareem Wilcox, and Arizona lost my players. That's how they all got gold players in this pick. Okay. The Atlanta Rhinos are selecting at bronze inside linebacker Antonio Slayer. So that's bronze inside linebacker Antonio Slayer. Winnipeg Crusaders, you're on the clock. All right, let me update the board.
Okay. Since this draft's getting close to being over, you might want to second
that other code word.
The other code word for your Wrestler Unstoppable guys.
Okay. Yeah, the first word was monkey ass. The second code word for Wrestler Unstoppable, so Wrestler Unstoppable, listen up, will be coconut oil.
All right, you're going to put some coconut oil on that monkey ass. I like it.
Ah, shit. Oh, boy. Oh, hell.
I said it, folks. I don't care.
All hell breaking loose now.
Because we were all thinking it.
Is that right?
That's right.
You were all thinking it, were you?
Or maybe it was just me. Hell, who knows?
Good Lord.
Coconut oil on the monkey ass.
Okay. All right. The selection from the Winnipeg Crusaders is inside linebacker Mark Johnston at bronze. Mark Johnston, inside linebacker, bronze tier. That
all right.
Means the Dallas Wranglers are on the clock.
All right. Well, they took a wide receiver with their first pick. A strong safety with their second.
Now, who do they take this time?
Well, they might as well just stay with, because they took Dallas. wide receiver, Dallas Whitaker. Then they turned around and took Dylan McGregor, so another D. So if they need a corner, they might as well go ahead and take the other Dallas and take Dallas McKnight.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Well, didn't happen. He didn't do it. All right. We're getting a run on linebackers here.
Ooh, another linebacker?
Huh? At the bronze tier, outside linebacker Kyle Long. So Kyle Long, outside linebacker at the bronze tier, goes to the Dallas Wranglers, meaning the Baltimore Bulls are on the clock.
That's three bronze linebackers in a row.
Yes.
2 inside and 1 outside. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Got the pick in from the Bulls. So that means, Stallions, you can start preparing your pick before I put you on the clock.
All right. Well, I'm going to say this since I'm reading here what Crypto is saying in the chat. Said he likes to watch football, not in the fantasy leagues because all the stats. League is basically what Pete's doing with 2K18 and 2K17. You basically create a guy and you watch him play in the game. So if you're in Pete's stuff and you got a guy and you're watching him wrestle on the video game, that's basically what you'll do here in this. You'll create a player and then you'll watch him in the game.
Mm-hmm. Simple. Yep, pretty simple. Okay. We have...
did not know that.
What's that?
Crypto says that we should know that him and Pete don't get along.
Okay. Interesting. All right. To get to the pick that was just made, free safety
Baltimore.
at bronze. Free safety at the bronze tier for Don Hollow to the Bulls. And they will be moving him to strong safety. So they'll find the talent that they like, but just not quite at their natural positions. They're going to be making some moves.
It's all legal.
Yep. As long as it's within normal reason. All right, Stallions, you're on the clock. And I'll say this, New York, you can start looking a while. And the Stallions have another pick after New York.
Ooh. Yeah, I didn't know anything about that. Maybe you knew something about it, Doug.
What's that?
Crypto said that Pete kept saying something about putting him in a dress, and then he fired him while he was still holding one of the championships.
Oh, don't know nothing about it.
Interesting.
Didn't know nothing about that. Okay.
And the gift of Gav, he says he's watched some of the IFL games, and it's just like PTP, but with football. That's what we're trying to say. Mm-hmm. So anybody that's in Wrestler Unstoppable, if you're in Big Dog Wrestling or Renegade Wrestling that Pete has, like football, and you want to watch something like that in football, join. Create a player.
If anybody joins us today, tomorrow, I will add them to the draft board to be selected on day 2. Okay, Stallions made their pick. They're going with defensive tackle Billy Battle at Copper. 6'7", 357.
Wow.
6'7", 357. Billy Battle goes to the Stallions. Okay. Now, that's the end of the round 3, but we have compensatory picks, and that will put the Cobras on the clock. So, Cobras, you are now on the clock. So,
that's funny.
What's that?
I like it. Crypto said he's watched some of the IFL games, and it seems like every time he tuned in, Boston was playing. And I said, I like it because, I am the co-owner of the Boston Liberty. So.
All right. New York's pick is in. Just got to write it down. So I have it. Okay. The Cobras are taking outside linebacker at the bronze tier, Bobby Monsoon. Outside linebacker Bobby Monsoon to the Cobras.
You said bronze, right?
Yes, bronze. Tampa Bay Stallions are back on the clock.
Excuse me.
The Stallions.
Crypto also says he likes that Tokyo has a football team. Well, you'll really get a kick out of this. The owner of that team is actually from Mexico.
That he is.
So we have a Mexican owner that has a team in Tokyo.
Indeed we
Someone
do.
explain that to me.
That speaks perfect English, like he lives in America. That's just great. Yes, the international football team complete. We need a team in China, Davis says. All right, picks in. I just wrote it down.
Eating noodles and tacos.
All right, the Stallions have made their pick, and they are taking bronze running back Alan Magnum.
Love that name.
Yes. That means Tokyo is on the board. That means Arizona. I know you're listening. You need to get your pick ready. I'm going to see who's the highest available player from Mr. Ramos on his board and see who we can give him.
Bronze running back Alan Magnum. If I didn't already have a running back, I'd have got that guy. And Dougie knows why.
Yes, I brought him up to you as soon as he was made.
Mm-hmm. I already got a running back.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and if anybody can figure out why I want like Alan Magnum. If anybody's heard any of our shows, I know I've mentioned person.
Yes, you have. That's why I thought it was rather freaking hilarious.
I wish. I won't lie. I wish.
Okay.
Magnum condoms. That's funny.
All right. Tokyo's picks in, and they're going to take bronze tight end Tom Green.
Bronze tight end.
Bronze tight end Tom Green.
Alrighty.
And that means Arizona is on the clock with their final pick of the day. And not only the final pick of the day, but the final pick of their draft board. If you can believe that. So Arizona, Rattlers. Arizona Outlaws, you're on the clock.
That's too funny.
And then we get
the reason I like the name Alan Magnum is because my favorite wrestler of all time is Magnum TA. His name is Terry Allen.
Yep.
And it's just sad that they were grooming him to be the next big champion, and then he got in that car accident and never got to wrestle again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, the pick is in. I'm about to write this down. Okay.
Where is Arizona going to finish out their team? And then they're done. Because they're one of the few, well, the only team that kept everybody from last year.
Right. Once this pick's announced, they have their full 14-man roster. Will not have any picks on Sunday. Their roster's done. So, with that being said, they are taking a copper player because that's all they have left. And it will be defensive end Willie Robinson. So that said, you realize what they just did.
They took a defensive tackle and a defensive end.
That's exactly right. Added 2 more pieces to the defensive puzzle on a defense that was pretty solid last year. Now, granted, they're not bringing back their second free safety, which was Mookie Whitaker last season. I thought maybe they'd replace him. Instead, they went with 2 pieces up front. Will that be a help, or will that not be a help, or will it just basically be a push, if you will, and no difference?
Yep. Guess we're going to find out.
Wow. That was a little longer. The draft went a little longer than I suspected it would. But by 15 minutes.
Not too bad at all.
So we're going to be going into round 4 on Sunday. The Detroit Hawks will be on the clock. They have the first pick in round 4. Just to go round 4, it's going to be Detroit Hawks, New York Cobras, Denver Yeti, Tampa Bay Stallions, Nashville Nightmares, Tokyo Kitsune, Green Bay Grizzlies, Boston Liberty, Chicago Assassins, Philadelphia Flight, San Diego Bulldogs, Atlanta Rhinos, Winnipeg Crusaders, Dallas Wranglers, Baltimore Bulls, Tampa Bay Stallions with the 16th pick. Compensatory picks go New York, Tampa Bay, New York, because New York lost 3 silver players due to expansion.
Wow.
So they lost a gold and 3 silvers. So New York will get 4 picks in that round. And then we get into round 5, where New York has another compensatory pick, and New York has another compensatory pick in the 6th round as well. Wow. So rounds, as of right now, rounds 4, 5, and 6 are all the exact same order. So players can begin to make moves, make trades, whatever it is they so desire. I'm just seeing it now. Mighty just posted the Baltimore Bulls are offering their 4th and 5th round picks. It says Baltimore's offering their 4th and 5th round picks to move into the top 5 of round 4. So if you have a pick lower round 4 or higher in round 4 and you're interested, they're giving up 2 picks for that spot. That's an interesting move. They're after somebody, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you do it. So round 3 is over. The draft for today is done. Now, to double repeat and mention it, we need your abilities for these players submitted to me via private message before the draft starts on Sunday. So you got the rest of the evening, all day tomorrow, most of Sunday, to make said choice, make said trades, whatever it is you feel you need to do. Get all that done before the draft day, but I need your abilities for all these players, however many you're going to put on them. We know now their name and their tier. I just need the abilities so we can get your salary cap up to date and get you in order, get you organized. So where's your mind at, Ed, after this first 3 rounds?
Very interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna have fun putting together the teams. I gotta
Just
add all these.
looking to see, right? Just looking to see where some people went. You just go, okay, that's interesting, and then you look at other things. Yeah, that's about right. So yeah, it was very interesting.
I mean, like take the flight. They had the first pick of the day. They took cornerback G.T. Williams, put him at gold, where they already had a gold strong safety. So their secondary is going to be locked up because they got Nick Samuel as well out there at corner, and he's at silver. So it's going to be an interesting day 2 of this draft. So guys got about 48, not even 48 hours to figure out their ability selections, get them submitted, and get ready for this draft because I want to update all 16 teams with their cap space so everybody knows where they're at. So it's going to be fun times.
Heck yeah.
All right, well, I don't know if you have anything else you want to throw out. If not, we're going to wrap this one up for the day. We'll come back here Sunday at 6 o'clock. So we're going to see, like I said, 6 o'clock on Sunday, same spot. And by all means, ladies and gentlemen, be here, show up. You're going to see teams finish out their roster. Some teams won't. That's what they're going to have to go into free agency. I've already explained the free agency rules. We'll get in that again tomorrow. So I'm going to post this draft results here in a minute on Slack. So guys know. And this way they have it.
Mark just posted he didn't know you could move guys' positions that we drafted.
Well, yeah, that's part of the rules. So you guys knew it.
Yeah, because when we did the free agency and stuff, guys were allowed to sign guys and then move them to other. So,
as long as it was within reason, of course.
Right. No, yeah, you can't move. Let's say 6'7" defensive lineman to corner. Even though somebody might be crazy enough to try it. I mean, you can't do something like that.
Yeah, I'm going to be posting the draft results on the IFL announcements page, so you guys know. For anybody who's been keeping track of things, they have it. So.
Alrighty. So now it's just
just
get everybody get all their to you. Get ready.
Do you remember when you go look at it? They're bronze players. I forgot to edit that. They're bronze players for the Hawks.
Right.
So go ahead. I interrupted you there.
No, I was just saying we got get everybody get all their information into you. This time tomorrow?
Yeah, I need all.
Does that give you enough time to start putting everything in, or do you need it sooner than that, or
Yeah, I just need their tiers information, or their abilities. The ones they are selecting before the draft on Sunday.
Okay.
Before the draft on Sunday. And there is a penalty for those who don't. I gotta throw that out there. Totally forgot. There will be a penalty, and I have to go tier by tier, basically, to give you this because it's part of the situation. I need to move things along at a swift pace, so to make sure people aren't just sitting there relaxing. It is what it is. So, if you fail to submit your ability selections before deadline on Sunday, here's the penalty. The max amount of abilities each player can have that you drafted is only half of what the roster rules state. So if you drafted a gold player, you could give him 6 abilities. But if you don't meet deadline, he can only have 3. If you drafted a silver player, he could have a max of 4 abilities. But by penalty, you can now only give him a maximum of 2. I want to go with stiff, harsh penalties because, as I said, we need to move things along. I got a month to prepare everything. And abilities is a key piece, don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
So,
definitely.
So, again, it'll be 3 abilities at gold, 2 abilities at silver, 3 abilities at bronze, and 2 abilities at copper. That'll be what you're allowed to have. So, It's 3-2-3-2. That's how you can remember that. That's the max you can reach if you fail to send in everything by deadline. And I know, like I said, it's kind of harsh, but I have to do it for the benefit of myself, benefit of the league, and benefit of everything involved. So that being said, if anybody has any questions with anything, now you can start hitting me up, because I know I've been getting a lot of questions on Slack. I've been too busy to answer because of the draft was going on. I'm going to try and catch up with some of that. So get ready for Sunday, 6 o'clock. That's it. That's all I got. If you ain't got nothing else, we're going to wrap this one up. And I appreciate everybody being here.
No, I'm good.
All right, cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's day one of the IFL Draft as we head into our second season. Sunday, 6 o'clock Eastern, right here again on YouTube. We will have rounds 4, 5, and 6, and then we'll enter free agency. So, everybody who showed up, thanks. Everybody who tried to replay, thanks. And we will catch your ass down the road later.
Later.